My name is Mr. Solomon Onyewak.
Okay, let us get your view because we are looking at the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria and the human treatment meted to him. And we have seen UN working group on arbitrary detention asking Nigerian government to release unconditionally, and Nigerian government have refused to do this. Let us get your take.
Well, the fact there is that I am a Nigerian man and also an Igbo man from other states, being the local government. So my own personal view, I have come to realize about the country where we find ourselves, which is Nigeria, is a stubborn country. A country that they don't value their citizens. A country that they don't regard their citizens. The opinions of their citizens never exist. Now, the case of Nnamdi Kanu, I always give a reference point to people. I ask people, peradventure you got married to a woman and the woman said that I don't want to marry you again. Are you going to kill the person? No. It's a game of choice. You allow him to go. Now, we all know that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for a goal that which even 10 men, 100 men in Nigeria, they cannot do it. He has been using his life as a sacrificial lamb for the benefit of the country where we find ourselves. A country where our political leaders, they loot our money to different other countries. Now, the issue we have at hand is they should release him. They should release him unconditionally. Without any second thought, without any, because we know
without
that,
any condition attached.
Yes, without any condition attached to it. Because I myself, we know that in now, 2027 election is getting close by, and they would like to use him to run their political race. That is the next step which they are doing.
And do you think that will work in their favor?
Well, the level of poverty in Nigeria has affected both the poor, both the rich. Now, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work in their favor. That is the truth. It's not going to work. As you yourself now, you've seen our so-called president, the way he has been leading us. Go outside there at the street, you will see the level of poverty people are facing.
But let me ask this question.
Okay.
Because the Director General of DSS, Mr. Ajayi, recently called for community policing and that communities should be the first line of defense in the case of any invasion by Fulani military. Okay. He started two instances in the north, one in Bauchi, one in Safa Balewa local government in the north, where they did that successfully in the past. And people are now beginning to say that the same thing Nnamdi Kanu advocated in the past, okay, that saw him in the DSS dungeon. The same thing that the general of DSS is saying. What is your take?
Well, the fact there is that at initial point I told you that Nigeria is a country where our leaders are told they are too stubborn. They feel like they don't care for the citizen. Nobody has any right to make any opinion. Now, the same thing Nnamdi Kanu said, now is the same thing the DSS officer is doing. You understand? But to my own personal opinion, those things are medicine after death. The mistake has already been there.
So what is the way forward?
The way forward now is they should release the young man and let's find a way forward to our problem. Now, the other man, he said to centralize the government. In aspect of centralizing the government, which is Nigeria here, they don't want to release Nnamdi Kanu for him to achieve his goal, for them to give him the Biafra. And now they don't want to centralize the government. Which we all know that if they centralize the government, if every state, their resources will be on, they will manage their resources, and we are going to have a central government which they will be able to remit their incomes for a kind of federal project. That federal project is going to be a central government.
You are talking about confederation.
Yes. Do you understand me? But we all know that it's not going to work that way.
Of course, that's the same thing Ojugo stand for in the past.
It's not going to work because the people they are busy looting money. They are working for their own selfish interests. I always tell people, democracy will keep on lamenting and lamenting and lamenting. What is democracy? Yeah, there is no democracy in Nigeria. Indirectly, you're seeing it. We are still under the military regime. Because when you come out publicly, you speak your mind, they will begin to hunt your life. They will kidnap the person.
Now, because of what you just said, let us look at the area of insecurity. Because we have seen protests in different parts of the country because of the essence of Fulani military.
Yes.
What do you think is the solution to this?
Fine. In the aspect of insecurity you're mentioning now, we have different forces in Nigeria, both paramilitary and military. Now, for instance, yesterday we were discussing something. What is going on there in Agege, under bridge, Agege Bridge, that railway side? The touts, they are operating there. If you are going to work very early in the morning, they will collect your phone. If you fight them, they will stab the person to death. Whereby there is a police station nearby. Are you telling me that the police people are not seeing what is going on there? They see. You understand me? So the level of insecurity in Nigeria, we all know that some of our political leaders is the impression that they create. Because most of the youth they use now is the people that they use for their political election rigging. They gave them gun, they gave them weapon, and they are using it. They are using it. So the level of insecurity in Nigeria is terrible. Is terrible. And the so-called police and whatever, they are not doing anything about it.
But let me even bring this angle, because there's unconfirmed report that is a part of the eastern country and in some parts of Middle Belt that are already beckoning on ESN to come to their aid to help them for security.
Nigerian government?
No, maybe communities and all that. Fine,
let ESM come to their aid, because one, how can you tell me that a man from another state will come to another man's state and make himself a king there? Is it in the constitution of Nigeria? It's not. The so-called ESM, they are people tagging as a terrorist group. Who tagged them as a terrorist group? It was the same called our ex-president, Muhammad Buhari. He's the same person because of the personal hatred that he had for Igbo people.
Okay, now let us briefly look at the issue of
ESM people. They are not a terrorist group. They are not. So you understand? I want to make it officially clear. They are not.
That's why I want to bring out the angle of Samanekpa, because even after tagging ESN, IPOB, terrorist organization,
yes,
we saw when Biafrans gathered in Latin Finland to redeclare Biafra. And it was done under the watchful eye of international media. Nobody was handled, nobody was arrested. That goes to show that the international arena, that IPOB is not seen as a terrorist, maybe by UN.
It's not seen as a terrorist group. Yes. Well, the case of Simon Ekpan and then Nnamdi Kanu, they are working on one goal. If you can remember vividly, you will hear when Simon Ekpan said, Nnamdi Kanu said, even though you kill me, Nigerian government that they killed him, that there is somebody, there are other people too that who will rise up to start from where he stopped. Now Simon Ekpan and then Nnamdi Kanu with other people, they are working in the same goal for the benefit of their people, which is Biafra. In the world map and the world logo in some other countries, go there and check, you will see Biafran flag there. Is it my father or my mother that place it on the floor where people come for their tourism and they will go and check it, they see it? Is there? I keep on telling people that Biafra is a spirit which nobody can stop. Even though the Nigerian government they're killing Nnamdi Kanu, another person will rise up on the same race.
Okay, that even reminds me, perhaps I should bring it to your notice.
Yes.
The statement that have always come from the Nobel laureate, talking about Professor Olusegun.
Yes.
Who have always said that Biafra is an ideology that cannot be defeated through the bar of God.
Yes.
And recently we are even seeing a senator from Delta State talking about Senator Nedumoko.
Yes.
Making it very clear that if you are right, Samanekpa, that 100,000 Samanekpa will emerge. And since after the arrest of Samanekpa, we have seen the lives of Dr. Ngozi Orapizi,
yes,
the lives of Ogenkere,
yes,
even competing who should lead the agitation.
Yes.
You look and see the lives of Senator Nedumoko and Professor Olusegun, they are correct.
Yes. That is the fact there. That is why I said the Biafra is a spirit. Nigerian government, they never understand what they are into. They don't understand. Odumegwu Ojukwu is the same struggle that he was fighting for, which took his life. And I keep on telling people that no matter the level of bribery and corruption where we find ourselves, Biafra can never be stopped. It can never.
It has come to stay.
It has come to stay. So for the fact it has come to stay, the youth, the citizens of Biafra, they will do anything possible, miss, to achieve their goal, to achieve their mission. Because in aspect of one Nigeria, I don't see any symbol of one Nigeria. I don't see it.
Okay, as a way of rounding up this conversation, Nnamdi Kanu himself made it very clear the other day that he's confident that he soon be released.
Yes.
And apart from that, he said that he equally echoed referendum.
Yes.
It means this man is not broken. He's resolute in his position.
Yes.
What is your take?
My option, my personal option on his statement is I stand by him. I stand by him 100 over 100. He has never given up, and he will never give up. He will never. Because when Buhari was there, he came to bribe him. He told Buhari, Pope and play that if you want to bribe me, give me the oil well in your father's place.
So you mean Nnamdi Kanu turned that offer?
He turned the offer.
He turned it down.
Yes, he turned it down because he's a man who can never be bribed, because he knows he has the feeling of his people. He knows what is going on. He has the feeling of his people.
But what do you think the government can even give Nnamdi Kanu to drop
the only thing government can give Nnamdi Kanu is they should grant him his request, which is Biafra.
And nothing else.
Nothing else. Let's go on our own, because now other Lagos State, they have their own airport, they have their own seaway or whatever. Everything is complete. Railway, which do we have in eastern parts? Are we not part of the country? Why is it hard that they say that Buhari, our former president, he said that the Igbos are a country, a dot country, a dot.
But let me even bring this question before we round up. Why is it that in Africa, when people agitate for self-determination, is a problem, but in the Western world, it can be achieved?
Because we
I'm coming. We saw what happened during the Brexit.
Yes.
When the people of Britain wanted to exit the European Union, they were arguing for and against. But at the end of the day, the minority had their say, while the majority had their way. They existed European Union.
Exactly.
Back here in Africa, we are seeing Amazonia under serious intimidation by Cameroonian government. The same thing happened to Biafrans in Nigeria.
Well, the truth there is that here in Africa, I will use the word black memory. No, black wisdom. Our wisdom is too black with our nature. We don't reason for the benefit of the people. We don't have the feeling of our people. It's a country whereby when you come out to say the truth, is a problem. The same question you asked me now is referring to insecurity you just mentioned. The police people that are meant to secure people, when they come out on streets, they protest. The same police, they will start shooting tear gas, shooting people. Are they not meant to secure life and property? Yes. Now, when people come out on street to agitate, it will become a problem. They see it as a problem. And that was why I asked you, what is democracy?
Government of the people
for the yes! You have your right to speak your mind. We are not practicing military regime, which you cannot speak. We are not practicing it. And the so-called democracy is not working in Nigeria, especially in Africa. In Africa.
Okay, conclusively, what is the way forward?
The way forward is they should grant us our request.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Referendum.
Referendum. That is all we seek for. Without violence. Without killing of any soul. Sorry.
I must say a very big thank you for your time. But once more, what is your name?
My name is Solomon Onyenwak.
From
Abia State.
Abia State.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the way Alesoti is governing Abia State?
Well, the man is making a good impact. He's making a very good impact. Because why I said he's making a good impact in Abia State is because our various past governors, they were there busy looting our money for their own selfish interest, for their own self-satisfaction. But since Alesoti has been there, with the little time I've been in Abia State, I've been seeing some kind of road construction. Everywhere is neat. Likewise, before in Abia State, you cannot go. Everywhere is filled up of. In fact, it's a state of dirty. It's a dirty state there. But now, there are a lot of welcome developments. It's making a good impact in the state.
I must say, very thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hope to have you next time.
Thank you.
Please start live with that, Nami Sama.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.